What's going on, America? I'm Graham Allen, and welcome to a very different episode of Real America. This is the first episode of Real America in the new year, and I wish that I could sit here and talk to you about funny things that need to be made fun of, or I could tell you about great, amazing things that have happened already in 2021. But unfortunately, 2021 has already started as 2020 2.0. Yesterday, January 6, 2021, is a day that unfortunately will go down in history for all of the wrong reasons. Now, I, like you, am frustrated by the system, the swamp, everything that is wrong with big government. Like you, I am frustrated at the fact that our rights as Americans are being trampled on with unjustified and unconstitutional lockdowns, thousands of small businesses having to close their doors, millions of Americans out of work, not being able to worship God when and where we want to, concerned about our rights to have and bear arms, and concerned over the integrity of our own elections. However, we are Americans, and we are supposed to be the people of law and order. Yesterday, a tragic event took place where people abused that ability. Fighting with police is never the answer. We cannot sit here and condemn the Black Lives Matter riots. We cannot sit here and condemn the fact that 6 months ago, DC was literally on fire for different reasons, but still literally on fire. And then turn around and say that it's okay for us to do similar things by breaking into the Capitol building. This cannot be done. It is hypocritical, it is wrong, and it is unconstitutional in protesting. The mainstream media has played a part in this. A lot of people are to blame, but the mainstream media and big tech are the first that need to be talked about. You see, just merely a few months ago, it was completely okay to destroy, burn, loot, riot in the name of a good cause. Conservatives, of course, fought against this narrative and said, no, it is not that way. But check out this clip from CNN's Chris Cuomo.
And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Now, fast forward to what happened yesterday and hear what they have to say about it now.
Unnerving and remarkable scenes of chaos on the doorstep of the home of American democracy.
Now, here's the hard part, and here's the part that most of you are probably going to agree, but there's probably going to be just as many who hate what I'm about to say. The truth is, we played right into it. We gave them exactly what they wanted. We played into their hands, and we did exactly what it is that they wanted us to do. We fell into the trap that is the leftist mob. We fell into the trap that is the fake news media. We fell into the trap that is big tech. If we were concerned about our rights as Americans being infringed upon by big tech, big government, fake news media, yesterday did nothing but reinforce the narrative that they want us to believe, that conservatives and the right is dangerous. Now, I know what you're thinking. The actions of a few do not define the many. But unfortunately, in this day and age, in the world, not just America, that is simply what happens. People are frustrated and people are hurt because they believe that the government is not listening to them and that the government doesn't have their best interest in mind anymore, and they're concerned about their rights being taken away from them as Americans. But by what happened yesterday, the history books will be written inaccurately, but they will be written. That what happened yesterday will be used against God-loving, freedom-loving Americans as ammunition to try to take our rights and our freedoms away, because they're going to say things like they need protection from themselves. Free speech on big tech, they'll say that we can't handle it and we need to be protected. The right to be able to assemble, they'll say that we aren't capable of being civil and able to do so. The right to bear arms, they'll say we can't allow such power in the hands of such unstable people. We know this isn't true. We know that as Americans, we are better than this. In fact, within minutes, every single conservative that had any kind of platform to speak at all immediately condemned the violence. But yet it took months for certain individuals to condemn the riots that happened just months ago. We know that we are not to blame for this, and we know that all we want is for America to be America. But we also have to be better. We also have to be the shining light that we claim to be. We also have to be real Americans. And most importantly, we have to be smarter. We can no longer allow ourselves to fall into the hands and fall into the game and the traps that the fake news and the big government and that the mainstream media tries to catch us in all the time. We have to be better. We have to prove that conservative values, conservative morals are the direction that this country needs to go. So to close this out, I simply say this. Despite what happened yesterday, despite whether you agree with an election or not, despite whether if you think that we're in the worst place that we've ever been in America, I can tell you this. We've been in bad places before, we will be in bad places again, but together as Americans, we can band together and we can prove that America still is the greatest country in the world. But the only way we're going to do that is together. I'm Graham Allen. That's all we have for this episode of Real America. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. And as always, for those who can't, I'll say it for you. What's up, guys? Graham Allen here. If you liked the video you just watched, be sure to subscribe to the official Turning Point USA channel to keep up with everything we've got going on now.